Hey everyone, I'm Kevin Jones, and this is my beautiful wife, Allison Jones.
And welcome to the Relationship Rundown channel.
As always, don't forget to subscribe and like us, and feel free to leave a comment. But if you would like to speak to us directly, you can reach us at relationshiprundown@gmail.com. So what are we talking about today, honey?
I think we should talk about that one time in Dallas where you really stepped up and not only had my back, but I think had the back of my family.
Having somebody's back. Makes sense to me. All right, so we're talking about having one another's back. So we have this sick, incredible story, and most of y'all will not believe this story. I promise you, you will not believe this story we're about to tell you.
Right.
But
Drink some water.
sure can.
I'm parched.
So while she's drinking this water, let me take you back. So we're in Dallas, Texas,
Yep.
at Allison's family reunion some years ago.
Buck Fox reunion.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the Bucks. Shout out to the Foxes.
Oh yeah, and let us know if you don't like the shout outs. We actually had one person who watched it said,
Don't let
look,
us know if you don't like the shout
yeah,
outs.
they didn't like the shout outs, but I think Allison did a lovely job explaining why we do the shout outs. We show love. So anyway, so let's go back. So we're in Dallas at our family reunion. So you know, after the big dinner, everybody like, oh, we going out. So we like, okay, we gonna hang out. So we all G'd up. Myself, I'm in all white. Weren't you in all white, honey?
No, we were in red.
You were in red, but I had a white outfit on.
I don't know where that came from. We were supposed to wear red.
Right, you were red and white. It was red and white.
I don't
I had a
remember
white
red and
outfit on. So anyway.
You said
So
I was in white, but anyway.
So I'm gonna call it out. We went to a place called Stone Trail, and if you're in Dallas,
I do remember that was the name of it.
If
They
you
had
had-
a nice band though.
you know,
But
let me
anyway.
just say, if you're in Dallas, Stone Trail was all right. It's in a strip mall,
True.
but we get there, and it's a bunch of us. It was 2 carloads, right? So we had a minivan that we were driving, I was driving, and then a good friend of mine who lives in Dallas had his SUV.
Right.
Larger.
Like an Armada or an Infiniti truck or truck?
QX56, right.
Yeah.
So we go to this club. The line is out the door. It's 100, 200 people in line.
But I don't stand in line.
Not at all.
Just saying.
So Allison goes to the front and like, hey, what we got to do to get in here, get a
Because I
section?
had on my red dress.
So we like, ooh, we're going to get this section, right? So Allison was like, what we got to do? They said, you got to buy a bottle. So Allison says, how much are the bottles? And they're like, oh, well, we really only do wine and champagne, but the bottle started like $30.
Yeah, they was something cheap, like maybe $50 for bottle service. And if any of you who are, any major city that does bottle service is literally typically 10 times that. So when they said that, I said, bet, not only will we buy a bottle, we'll buy a whole section.
Yeah. So we ended up getting this whole section, 6 or 7 bottles of wine and champagne.
And keep in mind, it's all family. So like it's all love. We there to have a good time.
And it's a ton of us. Me and my guys, we go to the bar, we walk around, everybody's enjoying themselves. So somewhere through the night, everybody's in a section. And understand, we're in a section by ourselves in the far right corner. There's no reason to come over there, right? So all of a sudden, we're all standing around, and this guy stumbles into our section. Nobody's paying him any attention.
That's not what happened.
No, I'm telling you, he stumbles into the section. So when he stumbles into the section, he comes over by myself, our cousin, Curtis, shout out to Curtis, and his
I'm the shout. I do the shout.
yeah, you do the shout out, my bad. And his now wife,
Monica.
and he goes to squeeze Monica, we assume, but he squeezes Curtis on the side.
No, he went to put his arm. Curtis was standing beside Monica, and when he kind of went to put his arm around Monica, so if you can imagine being in the club, it's loud. You maybe put your arm around a young lady to kind of maybe want to rap to her or say something to her, but he ended up touching my cousin Curtis, and creating a situation like, hey, my man, what you doing?
Yeah. Like, yo, one, why you over here?
Hey.
Two, yo, what you doing? Just what you doing? So, anyway, nothing major comes of it. No big thing. The guy like, oh, my bad. And he leaves. So the night is lovely. We enjoy the night. The band is great. The club closes. Everybody's leaving. So the guys go and get the cars. The ladies wait up in the front. And what would you call that area? The strip, the little island or whatever.
Yeah, it was like the throughway or something. I don't know.
Right. So
it's how the strip mall is separated. One parking space, kind of the main thoroughfare, and then it was a second kind of back parking space.
So this little grassy strip, right? So we all go get the car.
We like to refer to it as the grassy knoll.
Yeah. So we went to get the car. I don't know what happened, but I'll tell you what we saw, all right?
No, I can tell you what happened.
Okay.
So we went to get the car. Monica is standing on the other side of the grassy knoll, meaning closer to the traffic that was exiting the parking lot. We're standing a little bit back away from that. And I'm like, Monica, you need to get back, babe. These people drunk. They turning corners all fast. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. So we're standing literally in the first parking space as you come off of that little thoroughfare. And while we're standing there, me, my baby cousin Brooke, and my sister, Brooke, who's from Houston, and my sister and my cousin, the same dude, now I didn't realize it was the same dude, pulls into that parking space. The rest of the parking lot is completely empty. He pulls into that parking space and hits Brooke. Well, first he pulls into the parking space and we were like, ho, thinking maybe he didn't see us. But then he continues to come. He stops for a minute. He continues to come. Hits Brooke with his side view mirror. And we was like, dude, now, if y'all don't know the Fox side of the family, we go from 0. Okay, sir, no, don't do those type of things.
They crazy.
We go from 0 to 100 in like 0.2 seconds flat.
Right.
So things got escalated real quickly. So as we're turning around, really kind of yelling at the dude for hitting my baby cousin Brooke.
That's when we pull up. So it's myself, my brother-in-law, and at the time, our cousin's boyfriend, who's a little monster, like a little kind of gorilla.
Look like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. So we pull up.
Incredible Hulk.
So it looks like this. We're in the minivan, by the way. So
Sorry. Go ahead.
the Incredible Hulk jumps out. Goes over, like the Incredible Hulk.
I think he turned green, actually.
Yeah. Mike, who's my brother-in-law, he jumps out.
Now, everybody is at least 6 feet and above.
Because I'm the driver, and I shouldn't have been driving, to be honest. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Okay,
I ain't
move on. Don't tell me.
Yeah. So
That is kind of part of it, though. But.
Put it in the car in park, and I get out slowly. You know, like I said, I got a little hood at me, right? So I do the sneak walk, one hand behind my back, and I slow walk him. But I'm never taking my eyes off of him, never blinking, and I'm staring him down.
I actually thought I scared him away with my ferocity.
And he looked up at me. He must have had a little hood. He understood the walk, if you know the walk. You know that hand behind the dip, right? So he jumps in the car, speeds off. It's all fun and games. Everybody gets in the car, our car. So it's 6 people in our minivan. It's 5 or 6 people in the SUV.
Right, because Curtis and Monica were in Reg Scott's car.
Yeah, so they left. So they were in Reg Scott's Infiniti. So we're pulling out, and we're going cool, and we didn't see Reg and the rest of them in the Infiniti. So we literally said, let's pull around and wait for them. So while we're pulling around, we see some red dots in our car. What are they called? Lasers, right?
Lasers.
Yeah, they had the lasers.
We were literally, I thought, let me just say this. I said, oh my God, man, we about to be in the middle of a shootout. Like, because it was kind of this, it was a strip mall, but also there was a little motel kind of right off the mall.
It was
and I thought, you talked a long enough time.
No, my bad.
For real. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we are caught in the crossfire. So I'm like low-key ducking down. And I'm like, man, we better hurry up and get out of here. As we're trying to get away, the cops are like, you in the red minivan. We was in a red minivan, y'all.
red brand new Dodge Caravan,
That's
red,
irrelevant.
no
It was a red
tinted window.
minivan.
It's the typical
cares
rental
about
kind of
tinted
vehicle.
windows?
You
What
know
are
what
you
I
talking
mean? It's that, you know what I mean. It's a red
do tinted
Dodge
windows have to do with
Caravan, no tinted.
That's too much.
So I'm just saying, my point is,
Nobody cares about that.
12,
the point is,
6 to 12 cops. Who knows the actual
babe.
number? Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
who is doing dirt in a red minivan? That's my point. Who cares about what kind it was? It's 6 people in a red minivan. I literally thought we were about to be shot by the police. Not because of anything we were doing, but because we were in the crossfire of this sketchy motel and the police. However, lo and behold, we went from we about to be caught in the crossfire to,
Yes.
oh shit, it's us.
Ooh.
They said, pull over, driver in the red minivan, put your hands on
No,
the
he
roof.
said turn off the car.
Right. But they was also saying put your hands.
He said remove the keys from the ignition and put them on the roof. He said now on the top of the car. He said now put your hands on the top of the car on the roof.
He said put your hands on the roof. Because I don't understand police procedure, so Kevin's in the driver's seat.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
said just
yeah.
like we doing. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I do like this out the window.
Right. Me, unfortunately,
'Cause I
I've
didn't
been
know
through
nothing
this
about-
a couple times. Now I ain't got no record. I ain't never been, in jail.
Fake
Jail.
news.
So
Fake news.
I did put my hands up on the roof, had the keys up on top of the car. I'm
And
straight.
Kevin got taken out the car, and I was like, oh,
Hey.
no, baby, you going to jail.
Hey, so literally, they come around to get me first. They take me. I'm all
I
nice
felt
and
so
calm.
sorry about the fact that he was going to jail.
They take me out the car. They put the cuffs on me. They sit me on the curb. And I'm in all white. I'm a little bit heated, but And here's a note to y'all young guys. When the cops get real stupid, just relax. Just relax. Don't get overwhelmed. I mean, it could go so much further. But anyway,
That's true.
They take me out the car.
And while I'm laughing at him getting taken out the car, guess who was the next person they asked to get out the car?
Uh-oh. Now it started getting real hysterical in this car.
Yes.
She-
My sister screaming
Yeah.
for a civil rights lawyer or whatever she was screaming for, and crying in the back.
Crying. She
You're
laughing.
not in the car, babe.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna
I
tell the
heard you
whole-
laughing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
See what I mean? So literally, my cousin is in the back like, oh, I'm about to call somebody. I'm trying to videotape till the doc gets on me. Then I had to drop my phone. And my sister would not stop. She was hysterically crying. Like, I can't believe you're doing this to us. We're on vacation. I was like,
We're
you
all
got to come.
professionals. I'm sorry, but that's what she said. You left that out. That was funny to me. I was laughing on the curb. Go ahead. Why is there lipstick on my cup?
So I'm trying to get her to calm down because I'm like, you don't need to, it's going to be all right. We are trying to figure out what's going on. What had happened was fake dude that ran over everybody and was trying to hug up on my cousin Monica in the club had ran and told the police, how you going to try to be thick and then snitch?
Yeah.
Ran and tried to tell the police we had a gun.
Said I had a gun because the way I walked up. So he said
Are
he
you
saw the
drunk?
gun.
Why do you
No.
keep on interrupting me?
Because I was there. You telling half stories.
I
half
think it's
stories.
more in this cup than water.
It's
That's
water.
all I'm
Can
saying.
y'all see? You see she been drinking. You see her
Anyway,
lips been on him?
so as I'm laughing at him for getting ready to go to jail for a DUI, next thing you know, miss in the red with your hands on the ceiling of the car, dummy. Because I was like this.
She was hysterical.
Get
too.
out. I have on a tight red dress and stilettos. Legitimately, not the type of thing you can sit on the curb on. Then they get out.
She was on that curb though.
My cousin Carol. They get out the Incredible Hulk.
Took 2 pair of handcuffs.
Took 2 pair of handcuffs because the Incredible Hulk couldn't put his arms back. I don't know what his situation. His leg, he had a rod or
yeah,
something
rod
in
in
his
his
leg.
leg, yeah.
Couldn't put his hand. He was swole. Couldn't put his hands behind the back. They take out my sister, who literally is yelling at the police, and then they take out my brother-in-law. So 6 of us are sitting on the curb outside this minivan. Then they search the minivan. They find nothing. In the meantime,
No. Here's the one funny part about the story.
Okay, go ahead.
So, to our rescue comes 2 people.
Oh, that's true.
My boy Reg Scott, who comes over and be like, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's
oh,
going on?
and Norman, remember?
Hold on, Norman was
tried to
second.
save us.
Hold on. So Reg comes
Not
over.
really.
he like, oh, what's going on? Ain't nothing going. They turn the gun on Reg. Reg was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Reg act like he ain't know him.
Yeah,
I don't really know him like that.
He disappeared. But
Reg
then,
went from, that's my man, to, I don't really know him like that.
and then Cousin Norman comes over, I'm a fellow officer, and pulls out his retiree correctional officer badge, which...
You're not helping, Cousin Norman. You're not.
Thought, right? But loyalty, having somebody's back.
Loyalty.
Having somebody's back is important. And
I think it's one of the things that when the opportunity arises, actually draws you together.
It does. And and that's 100%. It brings you tighter because you see that y'all are in it for one another.
Right.
And that's what's overly important. Like, I'm in it for her, she's in it for me.
But I don't wild out like that, though. I'm just saying.
All the time.
Not true.
But we had an actually good time that night. And those
we laugh about it now.
Yeah, and those are the memories that bring and make relationships a whole lot stronger. So I always encourage people to keep those memories strong. And when you find situations like this, make sure that you have blah, blah, blah. I'm going to run that back. Make sure that you have one another's back.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. And if you have any questions, you can email us at
relationshiprundown@gmail.com.
Why you keep popping up, man?
I like that. You know, I'm like 6'3", but in these chairs, I feel like I'm shorter than her because my posture is terrible, yo.
I agree. Good job, babe.
You in Wakanda today. I see you, baby, looking like an AKA from Wakanda. I know that's right. Until the next time, this is Relationship Rundown. Take care.